Hey guys, it's me, Kristy. Today's Friday, June 23rd. Wow. I don't know why that day sticks out to me, but it does for some reason. Anyway, today I wanted to talk to you about fidget spinners. Everybody has heard about these fidget spinners. They are everywhere. I just picked this one up at a gas station we stopped at this morning. For $6 after we just spent $11 on one for Eric's daughter because she was the only kid in school who didn't have one. So nobody wants their kids to be the uncool kid. She was so excited. Anyway, my kids have been asking for these for a long time, and I didn't think that I wanted one. I didn't see the point. But I decided that I did want to know why they were so popular. They're being marketed as a tool to help children with ADHD and ADD, as a tool to help relieve stress and anxiety and depression, to help you focus. And as someone who falls into several of those categories, I thought maybe I'll give it a shot. Maybe it'll work for me. I don't know. We'll see. Graveyard Girl, one of my favorite YouTubers, is obsessed with these. She has a huge growing collection of these things, and she says that it does help her. So far, just my personal experience, the whirring sound that people might like actually stresses me out a little bit because it makes me feel like there's something wrong with it, like it should be a smooth rotation, and it's not. So that's actually creating a sense of, not really anxiety, but it's like it's causing something in there because I feel like this should be a quiet spin. I can't get anything done while I'm spinning this because it takes two hands to spin it. I mean, I have been practicing spinning it with one finger, but you don't get the same kind of spin. Like when I spin it really hard with this one, I like the weight to it. I like the way that feels. And you get that kind of like gyro kind of feel to the thing. I don't know how to describe that. And it lasts for a long time, I'm not going to lie. I think that is pretty cool. It looks like a little spaceship. Oh, I picked out this color because it goes along with like my shipped gear. And I didn't think that I was into neon colors. I really didn't. I actually thought that I detested them. But let me just show you how well I don't know myself. I tend to gravitate towards black and neon colors for some reason. So obviously, I don't know who I am. But anyway, I saw a post on Instagram the other day. This big, thought out post on a colored background about how people who have children who do not have ADD or ADHD should not be buying these toys. Well, she said they're not toys, first of all. Should not be buying these fidget spinners for their children because they're just becoming a fad, and it's taking away and it's causing problems for the children who actually need them. Schools are actually banning these because they're such a distraction. Oh, you guys okay? Oh my gosh. There's such a distraction in class because just one of them, if you can hear that, making that sound, imagine 20 of them, 15 to 20. I don't know how many students are in a classroom these days. Or when they drop them and they fall apart and the kids are chasing bearings all over the classroom, or the fact that, you know, it takes two hands to spin them unless you get really good at it, I guess. So kids aren't doing their work. And because it's a fad, you know, if you don't have them, you're not cool, whatever. Schools are actually banning them. So there are people out there who are really upset about the parents who are buying these for their children because they think that it's causing the children with ADHD, ADD not to be able to have these when they really need them. So I decided to search Google this morning and see how and why the fidget spinners work for all these issues. And what I have found across the board, other than personal blog posts by people who are trying to get you to click their affiliate links to purchase these things, are that there is no scientific proof behind the claims that this helps any of that stuff. None whatsoever. I read Time magazine, I read several news websites, I read something health magazine, NPR, just I think I would say about 10 to 15 different, serious website articles, and with guest, what do you call it when they talk to people about it? They've talked to psychologists, child psychologists, behavioral health professionals who have studied and practiced treatments for all of these things for 30, 40 years. They've talked to parents who have children with these problems, and there is absolutely no evidence to back up the claims that these help in any kind of way. The only thing that they say that it could actually help on is for like a long car ride with kids, and they can't burn off energy any other way. They could sit there and spin. Now, some kids do say that it helps for them to be able to fidget with their hands, but you know what I've been doing with this? I mean, I'm spinning it now because I'm making a video about it, but you know what I've actually been doing with this the whole time? Flipping it back and forth on my leg. Like, let's see if I can show you what I've been doing here. Okay. Just this. And this actually helps me more than spinning it. You see this pudge right here? My God, Kristy. Okay, so I'm not saying, because there may be parents out there right now who are watching this video going, you can't tell me that it doesn't help my child. And if it does help your child, I am so glad that you have found something that helps. I really am. And this is a great, I guess it could be a great distraction for a short amount of time. Maybe if something was really bothering me and I was just like trying to work through it, and maybe I could sit here and spin it and stare at it, and it would help me to kind of work through whatever I'm going through. I don't really know that it would help me with stress. Maybe anxiety. Depression, probably not. If I was depressed, I probably wouldn't be picking this up. As far as ADD and ADHD goes, I haven't formally been diagnosed, but if you guys watched my reading my psych report video, you'll know that they kind of touched on the subject. And I do sometimes wonder if I have it. I do have a very short attention span, I guess. I have difficulty concentrating, and I am very forgetful, and I do have some of the characteristics, but who doesn't, right? I don't know. I don't feel like this would help me with any of that. Now, something that does help me concentrate. There are also fidget cubes out there that have different buttons and levers and slides and balls. And I really do think, I don't know why this one took off and the other one didn't, but I really do think that the fidget cube would help. And for people like Eric literally, and this is no joke, this is why it's really good that he works with his hands constantly, because when he's not working, he has to be, his fingers, even when he doesn't have anything to fiddle, he fiddles my ear a lot. You've probably seen it in a video or two before, When he doesn't have anything in his hands, like if we're in the room, he'll have his pillowcase. Or sometimes when he's walking around the living room and he's thinking out loud, or he's talking, he's trying to work through something, he'll pick up a pillow and he'll play with the end of the pillowcase, the like corner of it. Or if he doesn't have a pillow, he'll do it with the cat's ears or my ear or anybody's ear who will let him do it. But if he doesn't have that, he's doing this with his fingers. Or if he doesn't have that, he's doing this with his fingers. He always has to be fiddling with something. He cannot keep his hands still. If he's not doing this, he's twirling his hair. It's constant. So the fidget cube, I think, would be really good for him. As far as, you know, I mean, he doesn't need it because he gets other things. But anyway, so I guess this post was basically just to tell you guys, I'm now a cool kid because I have a fidget spinner. Aren't you glad? And also for the people out there who are getting pissed off, like really angry that this has become a fad and that people are treating it like a toy. I just wanted to tell you guys, this is a toy. This was not created by scientists. This was not created by psychologists. This was not created by doctors, nor does it have any scientific or psychiatric or any kind of evidence behind it at all that this is going to help any of those issues. This was created by a regular man who wanted to make money, and he decided to false advertisement. This is false advertisement. This is, what did they call it in the articles I was reading? I don't remember the correct term for it, but basically they could technically have a lawsuit because they are putting a label on this for something that has had no studies done. None. No studies. The only thing that they could back this up with is that in 2006, there was a study done that showed that students did have a slightly longer attention span when they were able to squeeze a stress ball. This is not a stress ball. If anything, this is more of a distraction. How's a kid going to take a test when he's doing this? Like I said, I'm not, if you have a child and this is helping, that's great. I'm not trying to say that you don't know what you're talking about. Obviously, you know your child more than any of us do. And if it's working for them, great. Great. I mean, I don't know how else to say that without sounding like a butthead, but seriously, if it's working for you or if it's working for your child, that's awesome. I'm just telling you that I wanted to know what it was all about. I looked up some articles. This is the information that I found about. I still think they're kind of cool. I am having a little bit of fun spinning this around. And I liked being part of the cool kid crowd. I never was in school, so here I am. It's the first time I've got something that was trending before it went out of style. Normally, I'm about a year too late. So, I'm a cool kid. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have spin it fidgers, do you have fidget spinners in your home? If you guys have fidget spinners or fidget cubes in your house for you or for your children, let me know. I want to know. And did you go for the basic? Did you get the double? Did you get the square ones? Do you have the stainless steel bearings? Do you have the ceramic bearings? I know a lot about these things. I don't know why, but I do. Alright, I'm done. I gotta go find a restroom. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.